This Halloween, Ontario Premier Doug Ford isn't just handing out candy, he's declaring confectionery independence. Forget global trade, it's buy Ontario or bust, as Ford turns chocolate into a campaign for economic sovereignty. But behind the sweet smiles and Sour Patch samples lies a sticky question. Is this folksy patriotism or just sugar-coated politics? Let's dig in.
Because it was a false commercial. It was the exact opposite. Ronald Reagan loved tariffs, and they tried to make it look the other way. And he did apologize, and I appreciated it. We had a great dinner, with other countries, as you know. And I think we have a very good relationship personally. I think that what they did was wrong, but he apologized.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford has declared economic independence for the province's confectionery sector, urging citizens to shun foreign treats this Halloween in favor of locally produced sweets. The video message posted on social media just hours before trick-or-treaters hit the streets has Ford gamely sampling local candies while preaching the gospel of Buy Ontario.
Happy Halloween, Ontario. Today I'm trying some Ontario-made candy, and I'll try to guess what company they're from, and it might be a tough one, but let's give it a try.
This company is a leader in the Canadian snacking market with some of the most popular treats in the country.
Well, this is probably an unfair competition because I think I've hit every single chocolate company around. Look at the size of this. You know how much I've invested in this belly when it comes to chocolate? I know just by looking at this.
Ford plays candy sommelier clad in his trademark navy suit, guessing brands like Sour Patch Kids and Laura Secord, with the enthusiasm of a man who's just discovered the Ring of Fire has chocolate deposits.
This Halloween, make sure you try and buy Ontario made products like the ones in front of me. Stay safe. Have fun.
Make sure you try and buy Ontario-made products, he implores, as if a Kit Kat from, say, Kitchener could single-handedly turn the province's dwindling economy on a dime. It's a folksy pivot from the Premier's usual hard hat photo ops with his for the people pitches, and it kind of reeks of selective patriotism at a time when his own handiwork torched cross-border relations. If you don't know, Ford's ill-fated anti-tariff TV blitz that was launched on October 14th, featuring former U.S. President Ronald Reagan in an attempt to sway Americans' perceptions against duties on Canadian goods, backfired spectacularly.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker and consumer. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. America's jobs and growth are at stake.
The multi-million-dollar spend targeted U.S. audiences and prompted Donald Trump to slam the door on trade talks, effectively stranding Ontario's auto sector in tariff purgatory. Ford defended the ad as a wake-up call, but it certainly appears to have left Ottawa scrambling.
We had over 1 billion impressions around the world, and what we did, we generated a conversation that wasn't happening in the U.S.
Now, with negotiations in ashes, Ford's Halloween homily feels less like holiday cheer and more like a sugar-coated snub to free trade. By championing Ontario-made, there's the ever-whisper of bureaucratic hypocrisy. The same governments that champion free trade and open markets when it benefits them quickly retreat into protective turtle when it doesn't. Ford's message lands somewhere between satire and statecraft. It's sugary nationalism wrapped in foil. In Ontario, even the impartial chocolate bar bears the weight of provincial destiny. What was meant as a homespun call to buy local instead melts into another clumsy stand against Trump-era tariffs. A sticky and sad reminder that Ford's protectionist posturing always seems to leave Ontario with more wrappers than rewards. For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. Under leaders like Doug Ford and the Liberal government, out-of-control immigration and weak border policies are straining our cities and services, changing Canada fast. Families feel less safe and communities are under pressure like never before. It's time for leadership that puts Canadians first, with fair, accountable, common-sense policies. See the facts for yourself at yournewcanada.com. Join the call to action there. That's yournewcanada.com.